Okay, this is my Coleman Outboard, 5 horse. Bought it used online, Kijiji. Maybe some of you have heard of it. I'm sure everybody's heard of Kijiji. Sometimes you can find good deals, sometimes you can't. This one happened to be a pretty good deal. Manufacturing date on it is April of 2012. I don't know when Coleman started making these outboards, but yeah, I got a killer deal. These things at Walmart, I guess, or off Coleman's site, retail for about $1,000. I bought mine used for 600. Not a bad deal. I wouldn't really say it was used because it was bought, so I'm told, from the previous owner. Bought and never used. When I went to go check it out, it didn't have any engine oil in it or any gas. There was no engine oil in it at all, so I just kind of assumed that it had never been filled. Yeah, so we're gonna fire her up here. Got her in a barrel. This barrel's pretty sturdy, heavy duty plastic. Got the water filled up about halfway up the leg. Plenty of clearance for the water intake. So we're just gonna lock her in here. Get her all straightened out. I didn't have the kill switch that came with it, so I had to buy a universal one. No big deal. The transom clamp, I know that's kind of brutal to be sticking a screw in there with a vice grip on it, but I've got to get this thing ready for my trip that I'm going on. So I'm gonna do some of the break-in here, and then the rest out there, and have to change all the oils and shit out at the campsite, but that's no big deal. I'll bring stuff to do that. Coleman was nice enough to, as soon as I phoned them, ship that day a used transom clamp, just this side here. They unbolt from each other, and one side or the other can be replaced. I haven't looked into just replacing the screw with anything else, so first thing I did was call Coleman. They were really helpful. They helped me out big time with that. I think it cost, for a used one, they gave me a price of about $30, which is awesome. $30, no big deal. My oil sits about halfway in between the two lines. I think that's what the manual says is okay on the dipstick. So you got it set in the start position with the notch. And I had this fired up earlier. I don't know if it'll fire up first pull with the choke off. We'll see. Give this a go here. I'm just gonna let that warm up before I start throwing some good RPMs at it. But I mean, I had adjusted the idle screw, and that when I did my 2-hour break-in, because there were some issues with the idle speed. I didn't like it where it was sitting at. Now, I'm not sure if when you drop the RPMs all the way down to the bottom of the stick if the motor's supposed to shut off or not. I don't know. But when I drop it down, it gives me a good idle the way I've adjusted it. And this and that. And I stated in my last video that that the clutch the choke cable and the throttle cable were connected together. That resulted in the throttle RPMs going up and down crazy, up and down, up and down, up and down. So yeah, I removed that clip, and also noticed that the throttle response with those two cables connected together was atrocious. I could crank the tiller handle to half throttle and it would do nothing, and then, you know, with a delay of 2 or 3 seconds, it would then kick in. Now it's, with that cable, with that clip off, it's pretty responsive. So I'm gonna rev it up to about 2,000 RPM and see if the microphone catches this noise that I'm getting out of it. So yeah, hopefully the microphone picks it up. Okay, so it did make that noise. You know, to me, it sounds like an loose exhaust pipe on a car or something. I have no idea. I've had it running with the lid off at that high RPM and haven't seen anything that looks loose. But I don't know, maybe someone else with a Coleman motor has that exact same sound. That was about at just above half throttle. I don't like it. I don't like that noise, but I know that when I get out on the lake, I don't have to be going that fast anyway, so cool.